What's good, y'all? Fuzion here, back with another reaction video. I do not own this content. I'm just reacting to some undisputed Skip Bayless, and Shannon Sharp has some stuff to say about what Isiah Thomas said, just about Michael Jordan. We're going to go ahead and react, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get started.
Continue to not hold back when talking about Michael Jordan. He was making an appearance on the podcast All the Smoke. Thomas said, quote, "You got on national television and you called me an a-hole. Then you said you hated me. You said that on national television. Now, if you didn't mean it, get on national television and apologize for it. If you meant it, let it ride as it is." Shannon, what do you make of this ongoing feud between these two?
Skip, I like Zeke. Zeke was one of the first guests when I started my podcast. He's one of the first guests that I had on. I know him a little bit off the court, and he's great talking basketball. He'll talk football. He'll talk life with you. He's really a great guy. I like Zeke. But Zeke, you got to let this ride, bro. You talk about if he didn't mean it. He meant it. That's why he said it. What he said about you is how he felt about you, Zeke. You're not going to get no apology. Michael Jordan will be on his deathbed. He ain't apologizing.
No.
And so just let it ride, Zeke.
Yes, just real quick. Yeah, you're gonna have to let that go. If you know who Michael Jordan is, and you've said that you've known him for however long, you know he's probably the type that's gonna hold a grudge. I don't know him personally, but just from hearing the stories, just hearing everything else, I would assume that whatever he says, he means, and if he is going to apologize, it would have happened already, or he's not going to apologize. Either you're going to have to get over it, or you are going to have to apologize and start the conversation yourself. That's just the type of person he is. Well, who he is being like perceived to be. And it seems to still be bothering Isiah Thomas, because it seems to be almost damn near 30 years, and I just find that crazy. You know, like, if he don't fuck with you, just get over it and move on. Just as you have been doing. But it seems like you're always bringing up this same conversation. I feel like I've heard this a couple of times when Michael Jordan says something about him, and he still doesn't like it. Now, is that right? Like, for Michael Jordan to say all that and be hating? I mean, I don't know. But that's his business, and that's between him and Isiah Thomas. And if they beefing, then they're beefing. Like, it is what it is. I don't think it should be that huge of a deal. And Isiah Thomas, I think he just needs to get over it.
What you did, you were you got denied an opportunity to play in the Olympics in '80 because the U.S. boycotted. The Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan. Jimmy Carter said no. Yep. And then the opportunity in '92, and the powers that be said no.
Yeah.
You're an NCAA champion. You're a two-time NBA champion. You're a Finals MVP. You are a top 50 player. You're a top 75 player. Skip, you gotta let this go. Michael is moving on with his life. Yep. Michael say what he says. Michael don't care. I know enough about him to know he doesn't care. And at this point now, Skip, and I been around him a little bit, Skip, so I don't really know him. He's the only man that every person I've been around that has an aura. He doesn't seems like he's levitating. But Skip, at this point in time in his career now, Michael Jordan is beyond reproach in a lot of people's eyes. He can do no wrong. The man punched Steve Kerr in his eye, and people are like, well, Steve couldn't see eye to eye anyway.
It does seem like Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson. It seems like Michael Jordan is an asshole. Like, there's no regarding that. I'm pretty sure everybody can say that. He seems like a douche, honestly. But you know that. So don't be surprised when he does asshole shit. Like, that's like if Kyrie Irving does something crazy and then he has to sit. Like, are you really surprised? Same thing with Kanye West. If Kanye West says something crazy, are we really surprised he's saying something crazy? He said that Jonah Hill helped him stop hating Jewish people. Like, does that make sense, really? But that's Kanye West. So you know that's just what he does. And we know Michael Jordan is an asshole. So when you ask him to apologize, and it seems like you've been begging for this thing for I don't know how long, and it still hasn't happened, what does that mean? To me, it means that he actually meant what he said, and you're just going to have to get over it. Now, that being said, Isiah Thomas, you were one of the leaders of the Bad Boy Pistons who was out to destroy Michael Jordan. I would hate you too. I would hate you too. We would have beef. Now, I don't know how long that I'll hold a grudge, but I am someone who does hold grudges, like depending on what happened. Now, if I was in Michael Jordan's shoes and you were trying to kill me, hell yeah, we got a grudge for a while. Maybe not be 30 years, but it will definitely be a while before I'm going to have to be able to be like, look, bro, we're going to have some sort of conversation because that was foul. So I understand why he's pissed off. I understand it. And I still hold that Isiah Thomas should have been part of the Dream Team, but I see why he was left out. Team chemistry would be an issue. So I see why that he was left out.
So when Michael punched him,
and I'm skipping.
I believe in him. I've spent enough time around him. He has high basketball knowledge. He has high life knowledge. He's had his issues. We know him. We've all had our issues.
Right.
Okay. But the point is, this is tricky for me because I'm with you. I don't want to condemn Isiah, but in the end, he can't win this one.
No.
You can argue that maybe he wants to keep it alive because he actually enjoys it. He enjoys the sparring, and it kind of keeps Isiah up afloat and keeps him more relevant. You can make that case. But what happened at the heart of this was Isiah Thomas was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. And not the
West side.
West side. I
West
mean
side.
the south side.
West side.
The south side. And that was his city.
Yes.
And he owned it, and he should have owned it because he was something coming out of there.
Yes.
So he goes to Indiana and he wins a championship, and then, you know, the rest of the story with the Bad Boy Pistons. And it should still be his town. It's not.
No.
Because this kid from Wilmington, North Carolina came in there, and that was the end of that deal. Because 6 for 6 was 6 MVPs.
Yes.
You can't fight.
It was Skip. He had taken over the city even before he got to the championship because of what he was doing. I mean, he averaged 28 points as a rookie, and then the shoe dropped shortly after that. Skip, and it was over.
It's over. Isiah can't go home and say, "I own." Nope, you don't.
Isiah who? Because everybody, Skip, like you said, his neighborhood, everybody that could was Bull fans now. Everybody had the Jordan 1. Yeah. The OG shoe. So now he's like, well, damn, bro, I'm from the hood. I'm from the neighborhood. Just my stomping ground.
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end that here. I felt like this is just something that I did want to talk about real quick. Also, check out the links in the description below. I have my other gaming channel. That's a link down there. What else? And later on today, I will be dropping another video, almost like a 10-minute snippet of like some gameplay, and pretty much what new series will be starting on that as well. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that. Thanks for 205, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.